Start. A very good evening to all, dear student brother. And so I didn't think so. I will give my introduction. So without wasting time, I would like to start with my presentation. That's my today's topic is Begusai, where I am living. It is my topic. I am going to tell about Begusai in every aspect, like history, political aspect, economical aspect, and also some geographical land features and some famous places who is belonging from these places, and also some tourist places at last. Now you can see in first slide is a history. That's Begusai town is the administrative headquarters of Begusai. That means Begusai itself is one of the subdivision. Like Madhyani is one of subdivision, and Begusai itself is a name as well as one of the headquarters is established. And it is one of the 38 district of our Bihar, and it is established. People always, not all people, but there are some people who always think that Begusai is from very early days is established, but it is not like that. It was established in 1972. And earlier, before 1972, it come collectively as it says it was known as collectively as a Munger district. After 1972, it is divided Munger, and it come from Munger, and then it was established in 1972 as name as a Begusai. The history of name, from where the Begusai came, the name Begusai. There are two words, that's Begu and Sarai. Begu came from Begum. At that time, when this name was given to this area, at that time the Queen of Bhagalpur used to came to not used to came, but she came once for a pilgrimage in Simariya Ghat for 1 month. At that time, for that honor, they give the name Begum, and Sarai means hotel, means where people means travelers can stay. That's in overall it is called Begusarai. Begu come from Begum, Sarai means hotel, the one who can stay here. That's the history of name. Now I would like to introduce with that geographical aspect. It looked like messy, but it is not like that. First of all, I would like to say about the geographical area. That is 1918 square kilometer, and population is approximately 25 lakh as per the 2011 census. And there are majority of religion belief in this area is Hindu. That is 85.99% are Hindu present, and 85.99% of Hindu is present in Begusai district, and there are only 13.7%, and there is only 0.07% of Christianity in this district. And this latitude and longitude. And literacy rate of male and female is 58.59% and 44.9.2% respectively. Overall literacy rate of this district is 63.87%. That is a medium, not very good, not very bad. And sex ratio is 80/84. That means there are for 1,000 boys there are only 884 girls are available. And there are 18 blocks and villages, 67 villages are present in this district, and there are 5 municipalities. And I highlighted this area because it is a part of our Gaon, that's village. Chakmuzaffar, a village of Nakoti block, is famous for banana in all over the India. It is famous for that. That is a geographical aspect. And it is also, it looks like messy, but it's not like. It is bounded, and it is a boundary surrounded by Begusai is surrounded by many places and many other districts, which I am going to say. Okay, I will show you this one in next slide by map. The district lie on the northern bank of river Ganga. As we all know, the Ganga is parallelly moving to this district, Begusai. And the natural water sources Begusai district is located in the middle Ganga plain. Main rivers are not only Ganga, but also there are some rivers: Buri, Gandak, Balan, Benti, Baya, Chandrabhaga. and there is some link of railway track which connects to New Delhi and from Guwahati. It is one. Also, there are many connections, but it is the one of the from where we can go anywhere in India. A small aerodrome is also present in our Begusai, that is Ulao helipad. There are 18 railway stations. Small in village. We can see there are many platforms. There are 18 state roads are total state road means that national highway is 262 km in length, and there are 95% of that road connected to all the rural area as well as urban area, from all the villages, urban areas, all. And climate of this area is late March to mid June is rainy season. From mid June to October, from mid June, okay, it's rainy season, and summer season from late March to the mid June, and from mid June to October is a rainy season, and the winter season is start from October to November to February, and March is called Basant season, where we can see some autumn type kind of thing. Okay. This map of Begusai. Now I'm going to show you for which district is surrounded by Begusai. In northwest is covered by Samastipur and Patna, and northwest is covered by Patna and Samastipur, and east and south is covered by Khagaria, Munger and Lakhisarai. Okay, and this I get only some small information from net. That's a political aspect of Begusai. Present MP of this Begusai is Giriraj Singh. As we all know, he elected in 2019 when the election take place, and he was from BJP party. And present DM is Arvind Kumar Verma, and he is not directly appointed as a DM. In past days of him, he was one of the head of some organization, and then he get this post, DM post. And present IPS is Avkash Kumar, and present MLA is Surendra Mehta, and constitution number is 146. Economic aspect. The main economic aspect of this district is farming. One of them, as we all know, we are talking about Bihar. Bihar is all about farming, and in this Begusai, we get major part of the population in this district to farming related to activities, kharif and paddy, urad are pulses, and also some kind of oil, mustard oil, sunflower oil are major of district. Besides this, there are some industry also which gives some GDP which gives some portion of GDP, shares portion of GDP. That's IOCL Barauni, thermal power station, and Barauni Sudha Dairy are main industry in Begusai. It is one of the fastest growing city in Bihar in terms of business as well as in terms of infrastructure. We can see now, in 5 years ago, we are not supposed to see that kind of overbridge, but now we can see that overbridge, and also there are lots of overbridges going on for project. And these are some famous faces. First, I would like to introduce with Rashtra Kabir Ram Hari Singh Dinkar. He is the one of the not best, we can say, is a renowned person in terms of poet. Ram Hari Singh Dinkar, he was born in Simariya Ghat. Many people know that he was from Munger, but at that time, when before 1972, since we know Begusai and Munger was same, that's why people think that he is from Munger, but it's not now, because Simariya comes into Begusai region. An eminent historian, Professor Ram Saran Sharma, born in Barauni, he is one of. And also there is one person, Rajendra Prasad Singh, who got UNICEF an Indira Gandhi Award for the best farmer and social worker. At first, when I saw the Rajendra Prasad Singh, I was thinking about Rajendra Prasad, who is our first president, but it was not like that. He is one of the social worker, social activist, we can say activist, and best farmer. For that, he gave international award and UNICEF award and Indira Gandhi National International Board. And this is some tourist spot, as Kaveri Lake, Navlatha Temple, as you know, bird sanctuary of Kanwar Lake, and Jaimangala Temple. Is one of the Jaimangala Temple is famous for monkeys, because we see lots of monkeys there. And Navlatha Temple is famous because at that time when Queen, the history of this temple is Queen is made for her son. This temple at that time it took 9 lakh to make this temple. That's why it is known as Navlatha Temple. And Kaveri Lake and Kanwar Bird Sanctuary. In Bird Sanctuary, we get internationally 152 kinds of birds we get there. And from India, there are 52 variety of birds we find there. Okay, that's all. Now we have your question and you can answer.
Ravi asks the questions.
As you told about the our names are separated from the Munger district, and you told that the they come from the Bhagalpur. I came from that Bhagalpur district. So, which was actually I want to know that in which year that you came from there.
That's not an exact date, but before 1970 she came. That's why after 1972 it was established as a Begusarai.
How can we increase the GDP of Begusarai?
What?
How can we increase the GDP of Begusarai?
Of course, at last I said that it is one of the fastest growing in business sector. If we want to grow its GDP, then we can go with farming line as well as, because I said 75% of the population of this district is engaged in farming. So if we give some facility to the farmer, then automatically GDP will be increased. And also in some business sector, and also infrastructure is made day by day. It is developing. That means day by day we are giving more GDP, more amount of GDP. We can save more amount of GDP from development, because development means what we have money. In our district, we have money. That's why we can do this kind of development.
But I want to ask, in farming,
yeah,
there is not a perfect climate every year.
Yeah.
In sometimes there is a drought, and sometimes it is very flood.
Yeah.
So it is getting lots of flood, and it also decrease our GDP. And you say about the inflation, and that is also doing our government fund, and then the GDP is going in our government fund, and that is also using there, and it is balanced. Then how can we increase?
That's flooding and drought is natural things. We cannot stop them. But what we can do is prevent. Prevent we can do. Before, prevention is better than cure. We all know. Before flood coming, flood. If flood came, then we cannot stop. But before we can prevent, just like a dam, we can make dam so that it cannot be, it cannot penetrate water directly to the field. It will where it can harm all the crops. That's one of the aspects. And at the same time, if all the crops are damaged due to flood, at the same time I said due to development, infrastructure and business sector, if that will be increased and if this will be balanced, if let's say in this year there are 50 crore of farming money, and that will be collapsed totally, and there is a business sector is also in the same. At that time business sector will be balance all the things. That will balance. If a business sector will be not going off the upside, then the farmer will give some portion to the
But that's 25% of people are dependent on farming in here.
Yeah.
We can see that because some are they are businessmen that are associated with the crops because with the crops. They are related with crops because after the crops they are making grains and some types of food that is soybean is also manufactured here. That is in Lokama, and there is also we are making flours that is also export from Begusai to other states in other country, and there is also growing vegetables, and that is also related with farming, and then this is very then it is also affect our GDP.
Yeah, of course, affect our GDP.
Then any other and business is also
But
depend on
government
farming.
is also taking care now. Taking care right now. Means there are lots of funds coming for this kind of things now.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to ask you one question. Since Begusai, most population are reliant on farming, as you put in your presentation, and there is a lot of potential so far tourism is concerned.
Yeah.
Like you gave the presentation where you picked
But it is not
figures,
Mm-hmm.
Nolakha Mandir and that one, Jamannagar and two other things also. So tell me, what can we do in order to enhance the potential for tourism,
Tourism, yeah.
especially in Begusai district?
Okay. We can make some kind of tourism place like a means we can enhance the quality of tourist place. Just like we see in Nolakha Mandir, there are lots of that. Means we are not giving servicing, you can say service. That's why there are lots of mess around all the temples. For that reason also people did not came to visit there. That's one of the main reason. And second that you said Jamannagar. We all know that Jamannagar is surrounded by monkeys. For that reason also people not used to go there just because it's scared of.
No. But in India you can see a lot of temples where monkeys are surrounded.
Yeah.
Okay, and there people go happily in order to see monkeys. So how, it is wrong to justify that if temple is surrounded by monkeys and people will fear.
Of course,
People
there
know
are
that
some people
and
who
they
fear
enjoy
that.
the scenic
No.
beauty.
I said that there are some people who fear. I am also one of them because I also
It's
used to go
okay.
there.
But in occasions, as you can see,
yeah.
like in 1st January and other special occasions, many people often go there
Yeah.
and pay visit there. So, what kind of steps we can take? We should take so that we can increase the potential of, especially Nolakha Mandir.
Yeah. I said
I'm
no.
trying to concentrate on Nolakha Mandir because Nolakha Mandir is something which correlates with our history. If you see 20 years back or 50 years back, there was a Nolakha Mandir still. But however, from time immemorial, we did not pay attention to the such a heritage. Had we been given importance to the mandir like Nolakha, like your Jamannagar, it may attract lots of tourists from outside states as well as from your world. So I'm asking you, what can be the steps?
Infrastructure one of the
Yes.
because Nolakha Mandir is only a good.
Not Nolakha Mandir.
Okay. In Jamannagar temple also there is not infrastructure where people can visit and they can enjoy because we all know we all went there at once. At that time also we cannot see the infrastructure there, good infrastructure. And for that reason also people not used to go there due to infrastructure. If the infrastructure is good, people will. If people
So
will
how you can build infrastructure? How
by
infrastructure can be?
if government will take serious action, if government will take serious action for tourism sector, then only it can be
Besides from government efforts?
people, surrounding people. Yeah, if surrounding people can make, because all the things are made correctly, but the people who living nearby, they mess the places.
Okay, very good. Clap for him.